Saribot, what am I going to do with you? Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/TrooperBerry, and welcome back to more Long Dark, as we continue to try to wrap our heads around the challenge that is Interloper. So, when last we left Astrid, she had, well, in terms of equipment, she pretty much has everything she needs to survive. She got the bedroll, she got hacksaws, heavy hammer, pry bar, and now we have forged a hatchet and a knife, and made a bow with 9 arrows, which is pretty good to start. Unfortunately, what we're lacking is much in the way of food. Because the cattails are only going to carry us so far, and there's only so much old world food left around the place. So it's good that we have the bow, because if we're in a position where we kind of have to start using it to hunt. Now unfortunately we're not at cooking 5 yet, so we can't actually just eat the any predator meat we get with impunity. But you know what? If she gets hungry enough, the buttworms are going to be an acceptable risk. Anyway, so when we left off, we were in the Mystery Lake cabins. So the plan for today, we fire things up here. Yeah, the plan is I want to loot up around Mystery Lake. Yeah, let's just check. Okay, yeah, calorie-wise, we're okay. You see, we have a few cattails left, but not as many as I would like. But yeah, we're going to go around here looking for cattails and any other loot we might find while we're out and about. Okay. Yeah, it is first thing in the morning, so it is going to be quite cold. So we do need to keep moving as we do this. All right. Okay. No cabins over that way, so we're going to move to the next set of cabins over here.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
It very much is, Astrid. Well spotted. We need to keep an eye out for the wolves, as well as the other furry woodland friend who likes to hang out around these parts. Just check real quick. Oh yeah, negative 18 wind chill. Yeah, there's not much point in having a torch out. It would never stay lit in these conditions anyway. Okay, we only had one cabin up where we were, but now we have all 3 here. That's pretty good.
Feel my hands.
More crow feathers. We love that. Okay, there's one wolf over there. I'm going to try to not draw its attention. The 3 cabins should mean 3 chances to loot, although the this stretch of cabins has been very kind to us so far. Go ahead and grab that. Let us warm up a bit and I mean, let the world warm up a little bit too while we're at it. No? Fine. Did we grab a burning book? We have a burning book. Okay. I mean, we do have an array of books, but they're all like skill books.
This
And
stuff will come in handy.
fine. We don't want to burn them just yet. Well, yeah, except for like the rifle and the gunsmithing ones. Those we can probably burn with impunity because they're not going to do a whole heck of a lot for us. Okay, well, other than the one bottle of disinfectant, not much on offer there. Okay. And that's just a note left behind. We can don't need to worry too much about that. No, okay. Okay, I am still making sure, try to check every little corner, every little nook and cranny, because we know, yeah, so like that. Except Hinterland likes to hide useful things too. Um, so it pays to keep your head on a swivel as you do this. Okay, gorgeous morning, and then there is the other furry woodland friend I was concerned about potentially meeting. Ideally, we'll just let him wander about and do his thing, and then we'll go about and do our thing, and ne'er the twain shall meet. I don't know. Has anything ever been up in that little cubby hole there? I mean, yeah, the little shelf. Not that you could ever actually reach it. So I guess that would kind of preclude anything useful ever being there. No? Okay. Yeah, we'll pause for a bit. We'll just top up Astrid's tummy just a little bit, just a wee bit. Okay. Okay, wind chill's only 6, so now we could get away with having a torch out if we need it. Although, all told, I would really very much rather not need it. Because I am okay with, soaking up a little bit more cold.
Does it really do?
We can give old Fuzzykins over there a chance to wander further off and kind of get us off of its radar. I don't know what it's poking at there on the ice. I don't know if it sees fish under there. But anyway, is that? No, that is not a thing.
If I don't warm up soon.
Okay, wow, there's no note here. Anything out back? There's a backpack. And nothing in said backpack. Okay, well. Rude. The first memento cache we found was empty. And then the crate for the other one, the one that is in the back of the dam, spawned. But we can't access it because the note that comes with the key is not here. Well, that's just rude. Yeah, I gotta say my disappointment is immense. And my day is, well, not ruined, it is definitely dinged. Okay. Yeah, we'll just warm up a touch here. Okay, that'll do. Okay, so the cabins were kind of a bust. Next up, let's go visit the the little fishing huts out on the water, as well as that little island that's in the middle of the lake, which often has a good number of cattails on the reverse side. Okay, there's the bear. Well away from us, which is exactly where we would prefer it to be. Okay, the wind is picking up, which is not what we want to see. Wind and the snow. It is double bad, actually. Okay, there's one wolf. I think we saw at least two out on the ice when we got here. So we're gonna have to have our wits about us as we grab these cattails. Yeah, it says the wind chill's -14, which I think is like right about the right about as bad as it could get, to where we might not be able to keep a torch going.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Okay, so far so good. Take a wide turn around the corner. Make sure there are no surprises. Okay.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Astrid. I'm pretty sure you have. Okay, there's just the one. Okay. the flashbacks I'm having to the initial run, where one wolf struggle is all it took to end things instantaneously. Um,
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
my memories of that have me going, yeah, it's just one wolf, but one wolf is enough. But then there's the other part of me that says, as long as the torch lights and stays lit, we'll be fine. Gnarly as Loper wolves are, they still, at least non-Aurora wolves, are still afraid of fire, and we can use that to our advantage. Because we have energy, and like if all else fails, we have the pry bar that saved our bacon once. Okay. All right. Yeah. We already went here and then picked these clean. Yeah, because during the blizzard during yesterday's stream. Hey, cats. Welcome, welcome. Our bacon does not need saving just yet. My concern was if because we just recently forged, and so we finally have a bow and arrow. So let me do the good and proper. There we go. Yes, please, everyone, go follow Cats. She's rad. Another awesome long dark streamer. Also playing Ark and Elden Ring, and also a world class Darkwalker speedrunner. Yeah, my pleasure, Cats. Yeah, so we have the tools and the bow and arrow, and it's just the one Wolfie out here. So I was kind of halfway tempted to have a pop at it. One, so we can get cattails unmolested, but also um, maybe get some meat going too, because we kind of need it. Our food stores are a little thin. I also want to loot up these fishing huts, but this one lone jerk face is kind of getting on our way. So you know what? Yeah, we got matches. Okay, the wind chill's only -5, so the wind's not going to blow the torch out. Let's do it. This could be my stalker instincts taking over at exactly the wrong time. Actually, it seems to be walking away. Okay, now it's not. There we go. That's what we were looking for. All right, boyo. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Are you serious? Well, that was suboptimal. I mean, we did scare him off, so there is that. Not exactly the desired outcome, though. You know, impressive as the rebound was. All right, but you know what? We might as well take this opportunity.
It's a goddamn freezing.
And grab cattails in a relative peace. Okay, we don't want to be out here too long, though. That hypothermia risk is ticking up. Take a wide berth. Okay. Okay, I think that should just about do it. Yes, okay. And the feckin'. We want round two? All right. Round two it is. What? That's twice. Apparently what, am I shooting through its legs or something? What the hell? Okay, nope. Bear over there. We need to be somewhere else. Actually, you know where we need to be? Freaking indoors. I must have been aiming low. Or, I mean, obviously I was aiming low because the arrow didn't go over the wolf. And it didn't hit the wolf at all, apparently. Now we got a blizzard coming in, so... I was going to say, oh, got to get a new torch going. No, we most definitely do not. All right, well, good thing we were headed back this way anyway. Run it out, Astrid. And we got... we're cold enough as it is. And naturally, the blizzard is directly in our face because the long dark. Yeah, the wind, we keep saying the game has ears. And you're talking about how nice the weather is or where you want to go. Yeah, the game has eyes too, apparently. I didn't even say I want to go back to the camp office, but the game knew. You are right on there, cats. Okay. Well, not ideal, but you know. Okay, so while we wait out yet another blizzard here, we can use this time to make up some more water because we are slightly low on that. And we could even do some more cooking. How many blizzards have we had so far? Let's check. We've completed 14 days, and
All I can think about is food.
so this one will be blizzard number 9. We do 37 cattails. That's not too bad. there's only so many cattails in the world, so we can't keep this up indefinitely. We're going to have to get good at hunting. Okay. Okay, we got torch. We got 68 cattail heads. Okay, yeah, we might part with a few of those cattail heads. Probably don't need every single one of those. But yeah, we'll get some water going, and maybe we'll do a little reading, and ride out yet another blizzard. Put that in there. You know what? Go for it. Let's go max water. Oh, that's about average? Some people are getting about a blizzard per day. Wow. I mean, I, my knee-jerk reaction to that is, were they in Pleasant Valley? But that's a we shouldn't be that cynical. It could happen anywhere. It's just okay. We got about another hour on that. Here, let me go ahead and just to make sure, put that in there too. But yeah, one blizzard per day. That is just weird.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I wonder why. I mean, they wouldn't. I might be assuming here, but I would think like if Hinterland was going to tune up the game to make it more difficult, that they would say so, rather than just try to slip or try to tune up the game difficulty on the sly. Maybe a little PV, but moving around several regions in a couple of weeks, just too many. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe it's a Loper thing, or if a cooking 3, very nice. Or yeah, it might just be a some setting that Hinterland messed with. I don't know. But you're right. You are absolutely correct, Cass. That is entirely too many blizzards. Okay, let's go. Let's how many? Oh, we have one more set of rose hips. Okay. I must have left my mushrooms somewhere. Did I leave them in here? I did not. I did, however, leave a bunch of cattails, which is good because we're gonna leave a bunch more. Actually, I won is since with the update. Okay, now I wonder, is that were you talking to console players, Cats? Because I would have to go check, but I think because I think I also saw the uptick in blizzards in the Stalker game or the Stalker run I have going alongside this, and that's over a course of 250 days. So I wonder if it was like since the December update. Yeah, bad RNG, but that makes early game extra rough when you can't hunt during blizzards. Oh yeah, absolutely. Where it's part of the reason I'm going as hard on cooking as early as we are. Because the sooner we get to cooking 5, the easier life is going to be. Actually, how much? Okay, we got 3 liters of water. How much firewood do we have? Not that much, actually. Okay, it's fine. Wow, that's barely a torch. Astrid, how dare you?
Yeah, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, well, we might as well finish that out. Wow, that barely did anything. Sai had a Loper run with 1 blizzard per day on console. You saw PT had a similar issue on a custom no-go run on PC. Okay, so it might not. Yeah, this might just be a base game thing, which is it's seems bizarre to me. Just bad RNG, but then the way you saw it happening makes me think it's a pattern. Yeah, I think you might be right there, Cats. Okay, yeah, these need some repairing. We've been out of enough blizzards that our clothes are starting to show signs of wear and tear. Oh, come on. Astrid, it's a hat. Come on, let's just get this in before sundown, and then you can have all the liquid nourishment you can stand. Astrid, I swear to Levi Strauss, just fix your jeans. Good grief. All right. Okay. All right. You know what? Just go ahead and have one. A whole one. All right. Well, the blizzard is gone. That's good. Also, it is the dead of night, which is less good. So I think the best thing for us to do right now is just move on. Because part of the reason I came out here was to find the other note for the memento cache in the dam, but that just wasn't there. And if the note's not there and the key's not there, not really much for us to do now, is there? And honestly, that might even be preferable, because we got the key for the other memento cache here in Mystery Lake, and then we went and got it in the Overlook Hotel, and it was empty, which which was just rude, really. Okay. All right. Well, okay, it's still very early. Tell you what we can do. Let's let some daylight come out before we go. You got alert cats? Okay. Appreciate you swinging by. Oh yeah. At some point, I want to ask you about um, any pointers for speed running Dark Walker, because at some point, maybe even sometime soon, I would like to give that a go. But that can those can wait once you've taken care of your stuff. Because I know it's a Friday out in the U.S. and people have to go and like do they do unimportant things like adulting and work and such nonsense, as opposed to the important work of hanging around on Twitch. But it's okay. Kylie, awesome. Appreciate that, cats. Yeah, have a good lurk. I'll see you on the other side. Okay. We have fire starting, fishing, and archery. Yeah, we could use some archery XP. Okay. Are we good? It sounds like it is a not blizzard out there, which honestly is would be an improvement from what we've had so far. Okay. Lovely. Okay, 3 down arrows. We expected that. So what we're going to do in our continuing quest for loot and or cattails, we're going to hit up the we'll hit up the observation tower over here. And the pond, whose name no one can remember. And more than likely trappers as well. And after that, I'm not sure. We might actually end up having to go to... Well, there's a couple ways we could go. We could go back to the muskeg and get more cattails there, because we didn't really put a dent in the collection there. Yeah, I see there's a wolf all the way out there. We don't usually see a wolf there. Usually they're over there by the tracks. Although if it wants to stay far away from us and the Bun Buns, I won't complain. But yeah, we could go to the muskeg. We could also go back into the ravine, excuse me, because there are cattails there we did not avail ourselves of. Or we go to Milton / Mountain Town / Milton, and well, there's definitely cattails there, but also a fair number of loot spots. And if we're really feeling bold, maybe even head into HRV. Come on, there you go, Astrid. Or alternatively, when we go into the ravine, we just keep going.
I'm freezing.
And we go all the way, we go into coastal. And maybe even DP. Now, the question would be, why? What is it we're after? Are we after any specific thing? Or are we just wandering to keep looting and then keep finding food? I mean, that's a good enough reason in itself as far as I'm concerned. But I would, and this might just be me, but I would like to have like a short to medium term plan so we can if we can follow rather than just making this all up on the fly. There we go. And we are warming up in here. Lovely. Sewing kit. Thank you very much.
This'll come in handy.
Because like if we're going to go all the way to like to DP, for instance, is that that's a granola bar. Yeah, if we're going to go all that way, I would like to have and again, this might just be me and my mentality talking. I would like to have like a good reason rather than just going to go. We're going there for something. We're going there. Or I guess, we could justify as that we're going where we know there's loot. We're going to the lighthouse. We're going to the Riken. Going to Hibernia. I mean, the Hibernia, we know there's guaranteed matches there. Which I mean, would that be enough of an excuse to go? The problem would be food because there's no cattails in DP, and I don't know if there's much in the way of acorns. So if we did go, I don't know that we'd necessarily be able to stay long. Okay, we got plenty cold, so maybe we'll read for an hour and then warm up that way,
Starving.
rather than just pass time. Well, we'll go ahead and just eat that straight away. That's like
My
two.
stomach.
Are you kidding?
It hurts. Oh God, it hurts.
A 69% candy bar. And got food poisoning off of that. Are you absolute? Oh, boy. Well, gosh, wherever we're gonna find medicine. That's pretty terrible roll, I gotta say. Okay. We have 25 cattails, 2.4 liters water. Okay. Yeah, we'll be okay. We can write this out here. Certainly not thrilled by this, and it basically detonates my plans to have us get more reading done. But you know what? This is Interloper. The game is going to throw curveballs at us. They can't. 69% cats. That is absolutely disgusting. And not even sardines. If it was sardines, that'd be one thing. We expect that kind of nonsense from sardines. It was a granola bar. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Well, that was that. Again, then Astrid is awake just in time for nightfall. Actually, a gorgeous night, really. Gorgeous and clear and not too terribly cold, I dare say. Now, of course, the uh, the caveat here is it is also, again, a clear evening, which to me just screams Aurora. But, the sun's been down for a bit, and, not hearing the music or the crackle or whatever other audio cues we would be looking for from an Aurora. So maybe. Now, obviously, Astrid's sleep schedule is completely borked. It is, you know, after sundown, and she is wide awake. But you know what? It's on the list of possible complaints. That is probably not all that high up there. And you know what? If the game's going to behave like this, then we might as well take the opportunity and get a move on. Okay, now, all right. Oh, no, I see. Yeah, the Wolfie's still there off in the distance. Now, probably not going to go that well. Yep, behind it. Okay, again, so I am. So we need to lead the Bun Bun. At least a little bit more than we are. I mean, this is as good a use of our time as any, right? Because the wolf's over there. That means there probably won't be a wolf between here and the camp office. So we can take the Bun Buns there without fear of getting tracked. Well, seriously. Okay. We must not have got the desired hop on that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. This hurts me more than it does you. This is also a lie. And we do want to drop the Bun Bun remains straight away, because those are the stinkiest thing in the game, short of like an actual animal quarter. So yeah, okay. No, just the rock, please. Thank you. Gimme, 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 gimme. Okay. Checking on the wolf. It is Actually, I think there's 2 wolves over there. Did I drop them both? I did. Okay. Yeah, there's 2 wolves over there. I see the glint, the green glint of the eyes from all all this way away. So when we do grab, if we do get the 3rd bunny, um, we're gonna have to hustle because we're gonna smell enough that we're basically gonna be ringing the dinner bell for the immediate neighborhood. With that in mind, let me just poke my head over here, make sure we're not gonna be wandering into a buffet. I think we'll be okay, although we will want to hurry. Okay. The area has been denuded of bun buns. Time to go.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, we are triple stank. So we would do well to keep moving. Because basically any wolf within like the neighborhood is gonna come for us. And they're not necessarily gonna announce their
Jesus,
presence either.
cold.
Okay, just about there. But we know there's 1 wolf in front of us and at least 2 behind us. So once we get in, we should be okay. I say should be. Yeah, as though there's a chance of a wolf being indoors. Okay, and if there's ever indoor wolf spawns, it's over. It's just okay. Well, I guess regular indoor wolf spawns. Not like special wolves, like Fluffy. Okay, rightio. Okay, got that and that and that. We'll start by getting the meat off of them, then we'll get the meat cooking. So we'll have
Come on, little fire.
dinner, I guess, or breakfast. I'm not sure. Yeah, and then we'll focus on the hides and the guts and the whatnot. Excellent.
Perfect.
Okay. Just move them a little closer. There we go. Okay. drop that. Wow. Oh, 38 calories of rabbit. Okay. Same as you. Dang it, just give me all. Thanks. Yeah, three buns worth of meat probably not going to be enough to sate Astrid for all that long, but it beats going through our cattail stores, I suppose. Okay. I throw a few more sticks on there. We don't have that many, so can't exactly dilly-dally. Okay. We got the meat off of you, and the meat off of you, and the meat off of you. Okay. Oh, right. We still got that. Okay. So that's got okay, 24 minutes till that rabbit is done. Wow, that is slow. All right, I guess we're going to focus on the guts. Okay, well, it actually did mostly fill Astrid up. Let's have you do a half a liter there. Okay, you got a gut on you. That'll take 15 minutes. Okay, fire's got 22 minutes on it, so we should be able to get the gut off of you as well. And then we can go 1, 2, 3. Now, I suppose we can let that go, because um, we should be able to finish that we should be able to get the hide off in the dark. And if the time with the knife in their hands are the same, it's just a question of calorie use. Well,
I would drink almost anything about now.
as I was saying, yeah, it's a difference of 75 no, hands 40 minutes, 150, knife 40 minutes. Actually, it's the same calorie wise too. Well, screw it then. We'll just do it by hand. Save the condition on a knife. Okay, there we are. Okay, so we have, I think that is, I'm trying to remember, is it 3 for a rabbit skin hat? It is. Okay, so we have the rabbit skin hat materials on the way. And actually, sunrise will be here before too long. So for all my fretting about Astrid's sleep schedule, um, we might actually be in good shape. And we have cabin fever risk. Of course we do. Knew that shit was coming. Okay. ML Camp HQ, 3 rabbit, 3 guts. Fucking 46%. Already, 46%. Oh yeah, cloth. We have 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that'll be enough. Now we really do need to get moving. Okay, that's acceptable. Okay. It's still 3 down arrows. I mean, it's kind of early-ish in the day, but yeesh. You know what? Screw it. Let's well, no. Tell you what we can do. Let's go with one of my other suggestions. Let's, rather than go to trappers immediately, let's head to the ravine. Because what uh, we can we can stop by the dam real quick, do a little inventory management. Then we can take our bow and arrow, and then we can do some hunting in the ravine, stay in the cave, burn off this cabin fever risk, and then also collect more cattails while we're out there. Because I don't know that we've looted the actually have we? No, we have. Well, we haven't given the dam a thorough like the lower dam a thorough looting, I should say, because when we went through it, we didn't have a storm lantern, which we do now, but yeah, that's where we got the other tools. But yeah, the biggest draw for doing that, the getting those crow feathers, you do nice. Yeah, the biggest lure, the memento cache in the back, is inaccessible because the game is being a big stupid face.
Oh, so cold.
Did that tick up? Well, no, maybe the cabin fever risk ticked up while we were getting all that cloth. That could be. Because I thought we left around 47%. But if it ticked up, you know, while we were making our way to the dam in the out of doors, then that's just a that's just a problem with the game. But no, I don't. Even with the issues that we know Hinterland has from time to time, I don't think the game would be that busted that cabin fever risk would go up while you're outdoors. Because if it did, I'm pretty sure we'd have heard about it by now. Okay, so when we go, what are we going to grab? Well, at the very least, we need to get, if we left any firewood back there, we need to grab that. We also need to grab our coal, because if we're going to be sleeping in a cave, there is the prospect of things getting cold. So we want to plan ahead for that. Don't think we'll necessarily need the hammer. Um, oh yeah, we also need to check the rail car on the Mystery Lakeside, and I guess the cave over there too, just to see, especially if there's the chance of a climbing rope spawning. We could, venture into the ravine basin and maybe get ourselves, or I guess whatever kind of goodies are down there by the trail car, or also prepare for an eventual trip to Bleak Inlet if we were ever to be bold enough to try such a thing. Not sure why we would. I mean, Bleak Inlet means Timby's on Interloper, and that's not exactly a delightful prospect, shall we say. Okay, so we just went indoors. It's 40. It's still 49%. We were outdoors from the camp office to here, and it didn't go. No, it didn't go down at all. Hmm. I say. Well, okay. We can make one more arrow. That's good. It's going to involve spending another hour indoors. The game is probably going to get cranky at us for that. Okay, those are probably all fine. Um, we only have 4 coal. Oh, you know what we did? We left it all. Well, we left almost all of it at the forge. That would explain that. Wait, we also need the arrow shaft. Genius. Oh, because we don't have one. That's why. Well, okay. There's a very real chance we're about to give ourselves cabin fever, but you know what? Okay, it's up to 56%. Okay, so got a fresh arrow. That's good. Okay, we'll take the hacksaw, we'll take the tools, we'll leave the hammer. Probably take a backup sewing kit just in case. No, the pot and the can are fine. Don't remember where we got that second pot from. Might be important, probably not. So we have repair mats. We've got we also have two antiseptic. I don't know why we do, but we do. Oh right, because we got one at the lake cabins. Right. Okay, and then matches, and then all that, and we have reading material galore, and we have our bedroll, and we have our bedroll. Okay. Yeah, could be going better. Could also be going worse. Okay, closed door, please. Closed door, please. Thank you. All right. Once again, the game has ears and eyes because it knew we were going into the ravine, so the wind is coming directly from the ravine. Because screw me, apparently. Come on. Come on. Just, it seems like the game at every opportunity really tries to pitch you on the utility of the Blizzard Walker feat. Spend so much time walking directly into the teeth of the wind, it's like saying, it sure would be a decent, sure would be a good idea to have something that reduced the speed you lose when you're doing this, huh? Don't you want to use one of those little feet spots? One of your little feet icons? Move 25% faster into the wind? But not really. I mean, it's not better than it's not better than a permanent 2-degree warmth bonus. It's not necessarily better than consuming 10% fewer calories. And on Interloper, there's your 2 feats. Is it better than starting with level 3 fire starting? Debatable. Just depends on how long of a run you're going to be making.
Somehow.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. We can't be moving directly into the wind at every angle. That's just ridiculous. Okay. Now, yeah, I think we might have checked this, because remember, if I remember correctly, this is where we found the heavy hammer. Yeah, okay. Now, did I leave anything here? And the answer is nope, sure done. Sure didn't. We're actually warming up in here though. How much so? Okay, it's positive 0. And okay, okay, yeah, we're not warming up at all.
I'm starving.
All right, forget I said anything. Now, did okay. We might be running I might be running into the usual problem of having runs meld into one another in my mind because I'm wondering did we find a climbing rope here? Because
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
it wouldn't have been the first Loper run because that was a forlorn muskeg spawn that uh, went into that ended in Milton. But maybe I'm remembering the As the Dead Sleep where we brought the rope in from Mystery Lake, and as it turned out, we didn't need to because there was one in the cave. Well, I guess we're about to find out. I mean, we could just go to the climbing point and check. And it probably will. I mean, there are very important cattails to collect first. So let's have our priorities in order. That looks like it's about all of them. So how about we go do that and get some more stickage? Okay. Well, no. Did I harvest those or did those come already busted? Okay. I cannot remember. We probably harvested them. Because that would go some way toward explaining. Oh, right. Should also update the notes. Yeah, now we have 16 birch. Yeah, that would go, having those on hand would go some way to explaining, why we had 20 birch in the dam at one point. Ooh, piece of coal. Ooh, piece of candy. And more coal just sitting about. I mean, we'll definitely take that. You know what? Happy to see coal. You know what I haven't seen? Any actual living beings here in the ravine. Usually there's like at least one, one buck or doe, but it's been a ghost town. Not even a bun bun. Hey, Will, welcome in. How you doing? How's your Friday going? We're just out here loping it up, trying to do our best to not die. We are also having our first encounter with cabin fever on Interloper, and oh boy, is it fun! And you can tell by my tone of voice just how sincere that comment was.
I could eat anything right now.
Called out sick, so far so good. Oh, I mean, sorry you had to do that, but I mean, good that you have a long weekend ahead of you, or I guess of sorts. I mean, it'd be better to have a long weekend when you're not sick, but at least that's something. I am doing okay. Yeah, work day is done, so we're good there. Um, Unfortunately, it's another one-day weekend for me, so we're gonna have to make the most of tomorrow. And on top of the usual nonsense, I need to come up with ideas for a charity stream. And I think I have some, but it's also going to involve some little technical details here and there that I need to I need to work through and figure out how to make them happen. Because I mean, as you well know, Will, we are uh, we are a low tech operation in these parts, and so layovers and scenes, I'm not the most comfortable with those. Okay, so we did put the climbing rope down. That's good. And there's a bun bun. This is also good. We might as well get it because I haven't seen anything else. For what charity? It's a group called Stack Up. One word. It's a mental health charity that does a lot of work with veterans, and then they do a lot in the gaming space as well. Hang on, there we go. Hello. All apologies. Will, if well, no, you know what's coming. You've been around the long dark. You can buy scenes on Etsy. Okay. Well, okay. Interesting. Well, one, I might have to look into that, but two, my concern is, well, the next one is how to make them work, um, on OBS specifically. Now, I'm sure I'll figure out a way. I just need to actually sit myself in front of the computer and then just do the work. Because they were from what they look legit, and they've been doing work for years and years. I like the cause, and I think there's good to be had there. I am frankly agog that they reached out to me of all people, and actually, cats, since you're lurking, um, you know. You know what brought them in and sold them on me? Playing boyfriend dungeon. So, in a roundabout way, I have cats to thank for all this actually happening. YouTube, yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, Stream Elements has a whole overlay thingy in it. Hmm. I am definitely going to have to look into that. Okay, I want all of this. Can we afford to spend 2.5 hours doing it? I don't know that we can. Although, now that we've touched it, we kind of have to. Oh, and we're no longer warming up on our own. Okay, well, that settles that then. We're just gonna have to start a fire and hope for the best. Yeah, and honestly, I think part of it is just I feel
Come on.
embarrassed. It's
Come
that
on.
lingering gifted kid mentality that you should be able to figure everything out on your own. You shouldn't have to ask for help, which is completely stupid.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay, I would like to save the coal if at all possible. So that's going to keep us warm, and then hopefully keep and then thaw out the former dough here as well. Cassie, if you needed to set up something for alerts and stuff, you can set it up there, and it creates a browser source which you can pop into OBS. Okay, I understood each of those words individually. Might not have got the overall thrust, but that sounds super cool, and I'm actually going to make a note of that. Okay, yeah. Stream elements overlay for OBS. Okay. What it probably is that these tools have been sitting in front of me all along. I've just been either too lazy or too scared to actually look for them. Because imagine me building things up in my mind to be much scarier and more complicated than they actually are. When has that ever happened? Okay. Anyway, okay, that's going to take about 25 minutes. Okay, we need just a little bit of insurance time on this fire. Oh, hang on, we got the hacksaw too. Even better. Actually, you know what? Well, hang on. Nope, never mind. A blizzard has decided to join us, which is going to wreck all my plans. I mean, we're still shielded from the wind, so the fire is going to help us out for a little bit here. But yeah, yep, that's just going to have to wait because we need to go. But I guess at least we got the meat off of it, so that's something. Okay, but yeah, yeah, Will, Cass, I thank you. I appreciate the pointers
Anything
about
to worry about now?
where to look, because yeah, there probably would have been a fair bit of flailing on my part otherwise, but yeah, I think we'll be okay. And honestly, I would imagine it doesn't have to be anything all that fancy. Um, Probably just like maybe a graphic in a graphic in a corner, or in like the ability to just like pop up. They have a recurring messages in chat, and then like and it's just, I think they also have like a video they let you play, because that would also be handy uh,
This is so cold.
to
I just
have up like
want to lay down
if
and
I want to
die.
take bio breaks for if I want to do an extended stream, that'd be a good thing to have on while I go uh, make use of the facilities.
This
Okay,
getting too heavy to carry.
in the Stream Elements sidebar under Streaming Tools has an editor that you set up all the components you want, and then it uses the bot to tell you, okay, all right, Stream Elements. Her huzzah for that. Graphic in the corner is easy, but if there's a goal, oh yeah, there'll probably be a goal as well. There's probably a widget to make it easy. Yeah, which reminds me, I need to set that. Why can we? Oh, because we're more than 10 kilograms overweight. Okay, that'll do it. All right, well, welcome to home for the next however long. Oh, nice. There's even a
Huh. What have we here?
some beef jerky and death fish to welcome us. Actually, on that note, okay, we got food poisoning off of a 69% candy bar. What? How bad could 75% sardines be? Not that bad. Okay, fine. You said to your boss that April's going to be a slow month due to you using most of your leads in March. You're still leading the way in the division, and your back is going to start acting up from carrying the team. Oh no, are they? Everyone else not exactly pulling their weight. That's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, nice. Our cabin fever is gone. That's good. Hopefully the game doesn't give you cabin fever from hanging out in a cave, although I guess we're about to find out. Uh, okay, oh, there's the line. Yep. Actually, let me... and drop one stick.
It was so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Okay. You're the only one hitting the goal every month. Well, okay, so it's... Well, they did right by, giving you the recognition that they did, although maybe they should have given you a bit more if, if you're outperforming everyone by that much of a margin. That's not a qualitative thing. You are provably and demonstrably kicking other people's butts. And they really should be recognizing that. Okay, that's gonna be 15 minutes. You're asking for a pay raise? Absolutely, will do it. And beyond just the whole "don't ask, don't get" thing. You have
Starving.
you have hard evidence that you are delivering where other people are not, and if you're at the very least not being paid the same as them, or honestly more, then honestly you would have every excuse to go somewhere else that does value you. Yeah, absolutely, Cats will definitely deserves it. That is a track record of delivering when other people they can't or they won't. Do we have another book? Well, not one we want to part with. Okay, we'll take a 60% chance then. But yeah,
Come on, little fire.
and that's the best case scenario for that too. when you can go to your employer and say, hey, look at the value I'm delivering to you that other people aren't. Because that's you got hard facts and figures on your side, and like I said, you got your new qualifications, and you have every reason to carry yourself like the badass that you are. Okay, hang on. No, let's make use of this. Okay, not that one. That one. There we go. Okay, we'll cook up the bun real quick. Okay, 27, 9.
You know, like
Okay, we're still cold. Let's top that up a bit. No? Okay, there. You're getting qualification now. You can easily move on. Absolutely. And yes, if things don't go the way you think they
I've never
should,
felt so cold
maybe
in
you
my
remind
life.
them of that fact. Now that the threat is real, you think he has some wiggle room in terms of negotiating better terms? Absolutely. They say, oh, well, we paid for those qualifications. Yeah, and I have them. And I can take them other places to people who will actually value me. 581. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we are not. Wait, hang on. Let's walk back here. Okay, now we're warming up. But yeah, absolutely do it, Will, and let us know how it goes. I mean, I don't know the specifics of your industry, but like in general, it's still very much a seller's market in terms of labor. So if you've got the experience and the qualifications, if they're not willing to play ball, I would hope you can find other people who can. Now, obviously, you have a family depending on you as well, so you can't just up sticks and go like some of us in this conversation. Okay, no, we already dealt with the bun. Might as well harvest that. Oh yeah, let me just check the journal real quick. Okay, yeah. To Katz's earlier point, now this will be, I guess this if this still counts as the same blizzard, this will be 12 blizzards in 17 days, which is yeah, that is quite a lot. I mean, it is Interloper, but still. We got the cooked rabbit. We do. Just eat that up right now. Grab that and cook that. Yeah, the ratio's getting worse somehow. Which is wild because it was already not very good. So I think Katz's idea that's some change that they made in the most recent update is making blizzards happen more frequently. Could very well be on point because that would make sense because people have been noticing in Forlorn in the Forsaken Airfield rather, the weather is lasting longer, and blizzards are long, fog is long, electro fog is long, but spells of clear weather aren't. I wonder if that is somehow spilled over into the whole of the world. Again, maybe accidentally, maybe by design, but you know, regardless of the intent, the effect is people are, people are stuck with crappy weather for extended periods, and it, it makes gameplay really hard. Now, if that was the intent, okay, but say so. Because honestly, you know the uh, the kind of people who find Interloper too easy, they would probably be all for it. Say, oh, BT Dubs, we've ramped up the difficulty. Hope you don't mind. And like the hardest of the hardcore, the people who complain the loudest about the tails getting left out of Interloper, they'd probably be over the moon. The glitter, the electro fog lasts for eons. It certainly feels that way. Cats, every time you got glitter fog, you had no chance of getting out of it. Yeah, and especially because like in the whole of that region, there's only one place where you're technically safe. Okay, well that blizzard is done, so I guess that's a positive. Okay, how much we have on that fire? I don't. Okay, I was of a mind to pop out here because there's this other prop deer that we could avail ourselves of. Although actually we're all the way out here, and it's only one down arrow. And Astrid's not that tired. Tell you what we could do. Grab that, pop some more sticks on here. Because we could get her a hot drink here real quick. Let's see, what can we cook? No, don't want to do that. Okay, do that real quick. Cook up the rose hips. Drink the rose hips. Most of it, anyway. Okay, now we're warming. Yeah, really want to hold on to that coal. It's my, maybe it's our emotional support coal. Okay, that'll be 20 minutes.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And this way we'll have breakfast waiting for us, if all else fails. Okay, that's got an hour. So why don't you make that much water? Let's take that. Okay, yeah, the knife will take 30 minutes. That's fine. Oh, right, yeah, that was two. One from the rabbit. Okay, never mind. We're good. Okay. I mean, do we get the hide too? I mean,
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, that's got 40 minutes. And more sticks. Can we get that done in an hour or less? Let's see. 40 minutes. Okay, that'll have to do. Yeah, the temperatures being what they are, I can definitely understand the immediacy behind the immediacy on Loper of getting animal skin clothing sooner rather than later, because otherwise, you're going to be as the world keeps getting colder and ticking toward day 50. Things are going to get much more difficult. All right, that's got 17. Guess one more stick. Okay. Now, okay, it is. Now I'm having to, start to flex this nascent interloper brain of mine and acknowledge that we are sleeping. We're going to be sleeping outdoors in a cave. So, and where things could go wrong. And unless we're going to keep a fire going all through the night, and I don't think that we are because we don't really have firewood. The way to go would be to just have, take, smaller sleeps. Take like 4 hours. It'll interrupt our regen, but it'll also make sure we don't sleep our way into the long dark because when the temperature takes a sharp southward turn, and we don't have anything to combat it. Okay, I hear a deer, I just don't see a deer. Yeah, I hear it. It's probably running about somewhere up there on the rocks. Cause hearing the very distinct hoofbeats. I'm not going to go so far as to say the deer's taunting us, although it might kind of feel that way. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. You know what? Go ahead and eat that. We got breakfast already waiting. How much is that? 58 calories. Astrid, Astrid, Bethesda, Aloysius, Greenwood. We taught you to finish your dinner. You did not finish your dinner. It is very rude and disrespectful. Okay, so back here it's just +8. So we don't want to assume everything's going to be Jim Dandy the whole way through. So let's try for 4 hours because we're going to get 3.7 degrees from the bedroll. And so if the temperature does drop sharply, we should still have time to adapt and fix. Okay. So as it turns out, we're fine. and the sun is about to come up. I mean, we could, you know what? Let's be smart. We're gonna be smart about this. You know, we have a good run going. We don't we don't want to throw it all away for one dumb mistake. Okay, so sun definitely up, and definitely, yeah, pretty cold, but not horrifically so. Okay, there's nope, that's a doe. I recognize those demon sounds anywhere. But this is also not very good hunting weather because we can't see a darn thing. And if you're starting from where I am, and you can't hit a darn thing either, we add can't see a darn thing, can't hit a darn thing. It does not necessarily add up to a productive hunting outing. If we can get away with it, though, what I'd like to do is at least get the guts and the hide off that other prop deer before it despawns, assuming it hasn't already. Oh, okay, here we go. There's the telltale signs of us are doing our little harvesting routine. Okay, that probably not the wisest decision. How long will it take to get the guts? Another 30 minutes?
Too cold. Didn't think.
Don't. Okay, well, you know what? All right, let's do what we should have done in the first place.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, there we go. And you know what? How, okay, you know what? We're gonna throw the coal on there. It'll be fine. And if the wind blows it out, well, it's gonna be it'll hurt my heart. But we're gonna have to adapt. Hey, rougher stuff. Welcome, welcome. You're glad they fixed the bug with the ravished carcass despawning without your looking in their inventory. Oh, that was a bug. Oh, wow, that is rough. You know what? I'm glad they fixed that as well. But how you doing, rougher stuff? How's it? Hope your Friday is going well. Your we've come to the ravine like so many before us, looking for escape and respite from the horrors of cabin fever. And since we're in the neighborhood, I figured, we'll get a little carcass harvesting and a little get some cooking as well. They despawn 3 days after the map loading if you looked in them or not for a while. Okay, so whether or not you looked at them, Okay, yeah, that is very rough. Now you are okay. Yes, we have yet to harvest you, so we're gonna do we're gonna do the. I guess. Hang on. Can we tell which way the wind is coming from? Not really. Okay. Well, we're gonna have our best guess, and then we're gonna park it here. One of the best places to avoid cave here. Yeah, that cave right near the entrance from Mystery Lake is like it's
Come
like
on then.
tailor made. You spend too long in the dam crafting and making your bow and your arrows and whatnot, and that stupid little indicator with the little house on it shows up, and you are it is you're as though you are compelled, you are drawn to this place. Is that close enough? It is close enough. Oh, happy day. Although we're not warming up, unfortunately. See if we can do something about that. There we go. +0. Having a good day. Nice. Oh, we're gonna. Is this a new character? New-ish. This is our second attempt at Interloper. The first one died to a ninja wolf in Milton after one day. But Astrid number 2 is has lasted for 2.5 weeks. We are slightly low on the whole food side, but other than that, we're doing good. We inside 10 days we got a bedroll, got a hammer, 2 hacksaws, and a bunch of saplings. So yeah, and so now I'm just trying to doing what I can to keep her alive as much as possible. Um, I'm still adapting to the Loper levels of loot, but so far things to be going okay. But yeah, I got my Stalker character to past 250 days, and I thought she earned a break. She's got every achievement in the game save one. So we're gonna give her a break, and then we're gonna try some different stuff. We're gonna try learning Interloper and seeing trying to see what all the experienced Loper players uh, what do they see in playing at this level. And honestly, I'm starting to get an idea of why the people who do this on the regular do what they do, because it is. I mean, it's tense, and there, there are definitely parts that are not fun, but there are also parts that are, and I can see what would keep people coming back for more. Even if I do miss the ability, or if nothing else, miss the ability to just like start fires on command, repair with no concern about wasting materials, and all the other superpowers that come with maxing out your skills on levels below Interloper. Okay, that done. Grab that. Just take that. Let's see, 40 hour 40. Okay, our temperature might go down the other way. Okay, barely, barely. Kat says the allure is masochism. You know what? I, I can see that.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so cool.
That will never not sound crazy, Astrid. Stop trying to make it sound not crazy. We're not here to kink shame, Astrid. You know, if she wants to have her fun on her own time, you know, she can feel free. But this is Twitch.television, and we have standards here. The first 100 days are the best. After that, it gets kind of rinse and repeat. Yeah, I mean, I have no experience of that, obviously, but you know, from the people who do, it does sound like there you hit that point in a run where it's about, you know, maintaining rather than, you know, the early game thrill of, you know, getting by on the skin of your teeth. So I guess in that way, I suppose the Long Dark and Stardew Valley are quite the same. You know, it's yeah, I could push through, go for perfection, then, you know, start a farming empire, or I could start a brand new farm. Yeah, because if there's two games that are ever, you know, put side by side, it's the Long Dark and Stardew Valley. You're the same cats. You love the early game. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Okay, so meat there. 4 guts and 2 deer hide. So that's it. That's one. Let's see, 3 deer, 1 rabbit, and then 1, 2, 3, 7 guts. Should probably make a note of that. Ravine, ML site, cave, 3 deer, 1 rabbit, 7 guts. Yeah, probably just leave those there to cure, and we'll get them when they're done, because we know there is the old jerkface McGee waiting under the bridge for anyone wandering through. Let's see, what other heavies are we carrying? Maybe we could harvest that. Yeah, we should, while we're here, we should go across and then see what else we can see. Yeah, we still have leather shoes. You know, we need to do something about that. Okay, well there we go. I was, you know, earlier in the stream I was talking about, you know, I we're you know, I wanted to not just wander for the sake of wandering, you know, just us looking for food or whatnot. Although that's a perfectly reasonable excuse to do so. But you know, you know, if we're gonna go go across the rest of the ravine, then go to coastal and Desolation Point, you know, let's have a reason to do so rather than just looting. But you know what? The lack of proper shoes, that's probably as good an excuse as any. Cats are like mid-early game. You know, like the early grind of getting up the bow can feel repetitive. It's the time of the game post-forge when you're getting all set up. That's the sweet spot for you. Okay. Yeah, and Loper pre-bow. You know, and I guess if you don't have the flare gun on you, or any flare gun with shells, I should say. You know, that can be tense. It can be scary because you're other than torches. You know, that is when you are quite defensive. Yeah, exactly. Rougher stuff. Before forging is when you're most likely to die. You got no way to defend yourself, and even if you have torches, you know, if the wind goes the wrong direction, you're hosed. Okay. Man, those those prop deer have despawned quite quickly. Now, obviously, we helped with that, but still. So I'm curious because I've seen this discussed elsewhere. Um, so like for the folks who play Loper most of the time, would you prefer it to stay as it is in terms of weapons? Like, no rifle, no revolver, just you got to make the bow, and then uh, maybe you find a flare pistol. Are you cool with that, or would you welcome maybe say just the revolver, or maybe being able to find weapon variants? Because I can see arguments both ways. And again, this being Loper run number two for me, I don't necessarily want to weigh in as though I have I have a lot of experience on this. Got some stoic bun buns here. Be a shame if something were to happen to him. You know, if you think about this, it's really your fault. Uh, is it you like the revolver for dealing with Timbies without losing arrows? Other than that, you prefer the Loper settings? Okay, that makes sense. Or maybe I think the way to go about that, like you just if there was a toggle that says in the custom settings, I would like the revolver to spawn. I would like the hatchet to spawn. I mean, to me, a non-programmer, that would seem to be the most straightforward way of handling that. But I also freely acknowledge that I am not necessarily familiar with what goes into making those kind of toggles uh, able to do their thing. Oh yeah, yeah, and because I think that would the customizable settings. If Hinterland is going to do anything about that, that would seem to me to be the best way forward. But again, well, now okay, I know this might seem bad, but you're all kind of alone here in this world. Your friend kind of checked out earlier, and because I am such a benevolent and understanding deity, I'm not going to leave you here alone because I know rabbits are social creatures and you need company. So I'm going to send you to where your friend is. My inventory. What? Okay, and there is the rope I figured was there earlier. So if we did in fact haul the rope in from Mystery Lake, which I'm almost certain we did, turns out we did not in fact need to do that. Swings and roundabouts. People do gun loper. Oh sure. I guess and yeah, if you're just there for the gameplay, that's one thing. Although like the yeah it's the achievements and then the lack of feat progress that is the main disincentive from any like custom gameplay mode. But beyond that, yeah, there's no real discernible difference. I mean, like, Hadrian has how many thousands of hours and on in the game and on YouTube, and before he did the Against All Challenges series, he had exactly 0 feats earned, despite having played this game on some form or another since like 2015. If you add the revolver to the base game, you have to set medium baseline for loot to get the firearm cleaning kits. feels like the cleaning kit should be tied to the gun spawns. That would make sense, cats. You know, rather than I guess that would be the kind of post hoc justification for them showing up on Loper is that, like, yeah, maybe you get you get a revolver, but it's not, there's no, without a gun cleaning kit, it's basically an ornamental piece once you've gone through all the ammo. Okay, there must be a sensible way up here. There, okay. It shouldn't be that hard. There. And up. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, and I guess um, the other thing is if you do a custom mode, then it allows you, I guess, 5 feet, like the same as on Pilgrim, but I guess you don't have to use them, so I guess it's not that much of a disincentive. Rougher stuff. You never understood blocking achievements on custom, where you can get them on Pilgrim. You can't make it easier than Pilgrim. Well, yeah. I mean, well, can you? Could you? Could you, if you went into custom, could you tune all the sliders so far the other way you could actually make the game easier than Pilgrim? Maybe it could. Although, again, why would you? But that's an individual thing. You can turn off spray. You turn off spray. Imagine not having sprains in the long dark. Imagine. Or you don't even have to imagine. You can just play one of the versions of the time capsule, and they just won't be in there. If I remember correctly, there was at one point where either you couldn't get sprains or like sprains were much harder to get because people were parkouring up and around places they probably shouldn't have been. So Hinterland decided to make the sprain something that happened more often, and boy did they. But yeah, you're right, rougher stuff. I'm sure Hinterland has some rationale of why there's no feat progress on custom, but it doesn't. It's not coming to me at the moment. Ooh, ooh, more feathers. Yes, please. Yes, yes, please. All right. Yeah, we can actually go back to the dam and then make our other arrow because I think we only have one other arrowhead sitting about. If there are only a couple settings to make it easier than Pilgrim, what would those be? I don't know like the settings off the top of my head. I would be curious. But yeah, there probably aren't that many because like the loot availability, the plant spawns, the lack of animal aggression, or I guess you could turn the animal fear up to max. Although actually, yeah, if there's one thing that makes that gives Pilgrim some degree of difficulty, it is the all the animals running, which would make it harder to hunt, presumably. Okay, where are we? Yeah, where are we firewood wise? We only have 5 coal. We could actually use a little more. Drop that. There. Yeah, if we're gonna stay the night here again, let's see if we can get some like actual firewood. take care of a limb or two before they despawn, as they are wont to do. Maybe you can turn off afflictions like food poisoning and dysentery. Yeah, that could do it. Or dead world stuff with no animals, but just make it easier, just different. So no, we want the hatchet will do, I suppose. Yeah, as a pilgrim with no animals. Obviously hunting wouldn't be a thing, so that would add to the degree of difficulty somewhat. But I mean, there's so much stuff in the world. Maybe it wouldn't be a problem.
The sun is setting. It'll get a lot colder soon.
Well, it's a lot colder now, Astrid. So let's go do something about that.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Cass, you imagine the no feats on customs method as wanting the game to be played as it's intended? Could be. Although I don't.
Starving.
That does seem awfully. Maybe I might be you know thinking maybe too highly about Hinterland. I'm thinking differently about Hinterland, but that seems to be more. I don't know.
Anything for a drink right now.
Judgy? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be part of Hinterland's vibe. They think there's a way you should be playing the game, but I could very well be wrong there. Could turn off predators completely. Could turn off broken ribs. You need some animals for snacks. Yeah. Well, I guess if you could turn off wolves and timbies and bears. Well, okay, moose would be debatable. I mean, but moose can still end you if they are so motivated. So you have a world just with rabbits and deer, and I guess ptarmigans eventually. I mean, to me, it doesn't sound like the most engaging kind of world. But then again, that I used to be a pilgrim slash voyager player, and I know there are people out there who, they play all
Come on, little fire. Come on.
the highest they play is voyager, or even pilgrim, and that's perfectly cool. There's a lot of different ways to play the game, and as we are so fond of saying here, the only wrong way to play the long dark is to not play the long dark. Yeah, so if some people are there just to vibe and enjoy the atmosphere, I mean, yeah. So the more pilgrim than pilgrim approach, maybe that would appeal to them. I don't know.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
And sure, it wouldn't necessarily appeal to a lot of the people we're familiar with. But it's something, and I think people, it's as long as is the changes to the game, they don't like they don't they're not people who don't play that particular way don't they're not made to change for people who want you know the maximum pacifist super vibes kind of playthrough. Then I don't see any issues at all. Okay, it's got 7, got 26. That's going to take 14, 12. Okay, that'll do. Very nice. It's got 10 minutes, but that's fine. I think we just got the one slab of rabbit. Yeah, we got just about an even kilo there. You like Pilgrim Cast? It's so chill and good for learning that. Yeah, and that's why I started on Pilgrim. Is I just I was completely um, when I was absolutely brand new to the game. Well, I guess when I was absolutely brand new, I actually started on story mode, which I guess it made sense to me because that was that was the closest thing to the game had to a tutorial. But also, it was the one that it was the one game mode that didn't have permadeath, so naturally it appealed to me. But yeah, Pilgrim is a good place to start, and there's no shame in playing that. You and Sai have been brewing up a Pilgrim-based challenge because it's harder to hunt a Pilgrim. You're going to work out the details and debut it soon. Nice. I look forward to that because that is I know I think what was it LD had the all your bases tournament that was set on Pilgrim, and because I know like the people who the people who are like experienced Loper players, it sounded like they had an absolute blast. Just trying to wrap their heads around having that much stuff around them. That's got 15. That's got more, I guess. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you and Sai come up with there, cats. Um, it's okay. Go hide. 40 minutes. Okay, the fire's got 20 minutes on it. Good. I was I was worried there. So how about? Oh no, that's
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
just throw one of those on there. There we go. That'll do. And I must say, if you want other people to help playtest it, I know there are folks out there who would be happy to lend a hand. Okay. So that is 2 more guts and 2 more rabbit. So 3 rabbit and 9 guts. Oh yeah, there's also. Oh yeah, we have a absolutely silly amount of birch bark. Go figure. Pilgrim good for learning the maps. Absolutely rougher stuff. It's been years since you played Pilgrim. You just had to walk up and shoot them and then follow until they dropped. Has that changed? Well, as it walk, I don't know if you can walk up. I depends like how close are you talking about? Like walk up? Yeah, because like Katz is saying, the animals
Drop any of this
run
here.
from you on Pilgrim now, so that would be yeah. I don't know that strategy would necessarily be workable. Yeah, the wolves run away instead of charging you, so you don't get the same window to get them in the face. Yeah, that is the from that is what I have. That's what I remember from my time playing Pilgrim, which also admittedly was a while ago. Okay, those both have about 10 minutes, but Birch Bark we can do 2 in 10 minutes, which is perfect.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Now, I guess if you took out the walk up to them, but if you shoot them from a distance, then that you can, especially if like you're just starting on rifle skill, it'll take them a while to bleed out. So, I guess that part of the experience would still be there. But that's probably not as fun, or at least more labor intensive than just walking up to a passive animal and then giving them one in the face. I still got 2.5 hours on it. That is fine. All right, so we'll just keep on doing this. Keep on buffing that cooking skill. You could get fairly close by walking. You can shoot crouched if you need to get close. Yep, yeah, yeah. I mean that is definitely still something you could do. Yeah, that is one of the few things that makes me that gets me to use the rifle is the ability to use that while crouched. Because you can't do that with the bow until archery 5. Oh, whoops. All right. Well, anyway. Okay, how much water does that? Okay, we still got about 3 liters. That is just fine. Save you, do one last one of those. And you know what? Make a liter of water. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, look at that. We still got our. We still. We'll leave with more cattails than we entered. How about that? You hardly ever shot one of them, but you could hit them in the ankle and wait for them to bleed out. Yeah, and that's probably, especially for people who are just starting out, that's probably going to be their experience with hunting, especially on Pilgrim. And then you have to get good at tracking the blood trail because it's not always very obvious. You think it'll be a bow challenge? No guns, but you're not sure yet? Okay. Oh, yeah, that'll be extra devious because yeah, because starting fresh, you're not going to be able to crouch and use the bow. So yeah, it'll take some planning on the part of players. So it's just because it'll be on Pilgrim won't necessarily mean it'll be easy. Which I guess was the whole point of the exercise, right? Okay, that's got about another 30 minutes. Is there more fixes we can do? I can take about 45. I'll take about 30. Okay. See if we can fix that. Very nice.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Well, you're technically not gonna, Astrid. Okay. I just where does that leave us cooking? Okay. Well, all that got us about halfway through cooking 3. Yeah, we could actually get to You want to try with our other underwear? No? Oh, for Pete's sake. Look at that. That's just, that is the game trolling us here. How dare. How dare. How much cloth do we have? We have 5 cloth left. Could be it for our friend's sewing kit here. Hey, there we go. Number go up, hype! So, little buff, and then less repair time, which is also, yeah, only 500. Oh, well, thankfully rougher stuff, not that much. The only reason I know that is because, is because I actually, on the aforementioned Stalker run, I actually did keep track of how many repairs it takes to go from level 1 to level 5. Turns out 350. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, 350. So almost 500, but not quite. All right, so let's do what we did last time, and we'll sleep in installments. You know, and we're at max health, so we don't need to worry about regen so much. We're just trying to hedge against potentially nasty weather. But yeah, if anyone is in pursuit of the skilled survivor achievement, rest assured, even if you do get skill books, mending is going to take an absolute dog's age. Well, that was a whole lot of nothing, wasn't it?
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, so yeah, I think we'd be best served just leaving these all to cure and then coming back for them if and or when we need them. Yeah, I think let's go back to the dam, then we'll drop some stuff off. And then where to after that? Well, we never actually got to the pond whose name no one can remember. And we haven't been to Trappers yet, so those might be the places to stop by next. And then we can kind of put a pause on Mystery Lake, although, oh wow, actually running from us all the way over here. Rude. Really? Mending 5, never again. Oh, yes, that is a strong agree from me, cats. I in a fit of maybe desperation or hope, on that run I power leveled from just from mending 3 to mending 5, and it took a disgusting amount of time. Yeah, it is definitely something I never want to do again. Okay, so we actually have 2 does running about here, which would explain all the hoofbeats I heard. Although they apparently have a detection radius a mile wide. So if we are going to go trying to acquire these lovely ladies here. It's going to take either some long distance shooting or a bit of luck. You only get level 5 to get the achievement or 500 plus. Well, 500 plus days maybe. But yeah, I did. That the level 5 mending, absolutely. That is, yeah, you're not wrong there, Rougher Stuff. It's like climbing Mount Fuji or going to grad school. It's something, it's something you should probably do once, but only a fool would do more than once. How? I swear these does have like NORAD on their side. The detection radius is that disgusting. Okay, I think. Okay, so if we crouch as we go up to them and then stand up, we'll have a small window in which to actually take a shot. Probably not the smartest strategy, but you know what? It's the one I have, so it's the one we're going with. Come on, Astrid. You can do it. Thank you. Okay. There's the one that's making all the noise. Yeah. Well, I mean, oh, or I mean, now I should reflect. Do you mean like to get level 5 in any of the skills or all the skills? Um, because I think like cooking 5 or fire starting 5, those could be useful on their own without necessarily going for the achievement. Are you drawing the bow as you're standing up or waiting until you're all the way up? I had actually thought about when to draw, but that's actually something. That's a very good question. So let's draw as we're standing up. Shh. Okay, that. Okay. All right, we're. I think at the very least, let's see. We're gonna get a hit eventually, and then we'll just let nature take its course. You will grind for cooking 5, the rest you'll let happen naturally. I mean, that probably makes the most sense. In terms of like return on investment, in terms of time and effort, yeah, cooking 5 is probably, well, it's not probably, it is easily the best. 'Cause, like, it's not mending, and it's not fishing. Okay, there we go. It is a hit, a most palpable hit. But at archery 1, well, this is going to be a bit. But you know what? It's the ravine, so we can track with impunity, weather allowing, and it's not like it could go all that far. But yeah, let's think about that. It's like, well, especially on like Loper, revolver, gunsmithing, rifle 5, not really anything to worry about. Fishing, eh. Mending, I think we've discussed that. Fire starting, I mean, useful, especially like especially the speed with which you can get fire started. Like, what am I forgetting? I mean, carcass harvesting, and it's useful, but not like game-changingly so. Yeah, it's basically cooking and then another. Yep, there's our doe. You can tell she's still got that arrow sticking out of her. 4 to 5 wolves, cut into nuggets, and a few other things to get you to 5. Yeah, and as I said, like I'm not morally opposed to micro harvesting. I just, from the perspective of a streamer, I don't think it's very good content. I don't think it's necessarily something people want to watch. There we go. Job done. Yep, that arrow has almost given its all. But not quite. Still got at least one more good shot left in it. Okay. No. We're not going to make the same mistake twice, are we? Micro harvesting is a drag. Yeah, I'm pretty much there with you, cats. I mean, like, no disrespect to people who do it. It's not. And if I was just playing on my own, I would probably be more amenable to it. But it's just so tedious.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, no, come on, please. We can do this, Astrid. Fishing is the one you only do if you're pinned in an area with a fishing hole for a few days. Maybe that makes sense. Because like I was uh, in the achievement run, I was stuck in Coastal Highway for an extended
Oh,
period, and I had there were multiple blizzards to ride out, so that seemed to me the best time to just catch an absolutely silly amount of fish. Okay, so let's let that thaw. Or actually, not let's. Well, no, there's no thawing to do because it was only 1% frozen when we started. So let's get to the good stuff. 30, 24. Okay. You remember one run where you were so close to level 5 you decided to micro harvest a wolf to push you over the edge? You didn't even need most of the pieces. You all these tiny things to eat. You had wolf carpaccio, wolf sashimi. Yeah, I can definitely see how that would be that'd be highly annoying. Very grindy, but it gets level 5 out of the way fast. Sure, yeah. Eating all the bits is the worst part. So you should do it in an out of the way area so you never go back and just leave the meat there. Yeah. 22, 23, got 33 minutes on the fire. Um, yeah, and it is very much like an individual decision. Like what is your personal tolerance like for grind? And that is going to be something only you know something that's going to have to be answered on an individual basis, right? Okay. Well, we are protected from the wind here, so we could keep this up for a little while. Let's at least get the rest of the meat off her. And I am going to drop those. Even hey, carcass harvesting 2. So that at least a little faster. Yeah, 10% reduction in meat harvesting times.
Meat trees?
No, Astrid, you're not going to eat a tree. Try to maintain good habits here. But just, I know there are no predators here, but we can behave as though there are. So, and try to not keep unnecessary stinkiness on us. Okay, there we go. Tell you what we can do while we're here. It's interesting there's an echo when we do all this stuff here. You know, it's like we're it's bouncing off of those rocks back there. That is some pleasantly thorough Foley work. The deer ate a tree, and you eat the deer. So yeah, in a roundabout way, we are kind of eating trees. You know, kind of like in the manner of an indirect kiss. And if you were to drink from the same cup as your crush, was that a does that if that counts, then I guess yes, we indirectly ate a tree. So I guess the answer to the question that Astrid seems to keep incessantly asking would be yes. Okay, well I was afraid that was going to happen. Alas. Well, okay. More than likely, we're going to spend the night here. We'll have to top up our little offal and skin collection here in the cave, but that's fine. Yep. No one is going to come here to admire it except us. And though, weather allowing, tomorrow we'll go back to Mystery Lake. We'll check the pond. We'll check trappers, and then we'll call Mystery Lake looted, or at least looted enough to where we can try our luck elsewhere. Okay, you, and you, and you, and you, and you.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
You figured that out, have you, Astrid? I think in all your time on Earth, all the spins around the globe you've taken, have you reached that conclusion as a scientist? Okay, so 4 deer. Then we got what, 2 guts off of that? That makes 11. What? Okay, deerskin pants they'll only take 3 plus 4 guts, and then the boots take 2. So if we were to go get the other doe we saw running around out there, we could we could have a whole set of deerskin clothing waiting for us at some point, but there's no rush. Your most requested thing in any game is more character dialogue, so don't keep saying the same 3 things over and over. I can definitely understand that rougher stuff. It is, you know, much as I enjoy the work of Jennifer Hale and Mark Meer, even the best voice actors, they, their stuff gets a little repetitive. You keep hearing it over and over again. But I also understand, for studios, you know, you only have so much time and you only have so much money to invest in in having voice actors record lines. So you get it. Sometimes you have to compromise. But and I'm sure if Hinterland had more, more time or more money, maybe they would have gone harder on that. I don't know. Maybe they
Come on,
wouldn't
little
have.
fire.
I have to wonder because, they're going to need new. They're going to need new voice lines for episode 5. But beyond that, I don't know. You got to wonder if
This
their,
bag is getting kind of heavy.
their interaction with Jennifer and Mark is kind of at an end, at least as pertains to the Long Dark. Although maybe if there's more DLC on the way, maybe that'll kick it up. They have increased a lot with what they started with. Oh yeah, certainly. And then between the new story mode bits and the challenges and yeah, I guess they're building out the lines from the start as well. But yeah, in terms what's left for the game, I guess then I guess suppose that depends on how much how much longer they want to stick with the Long Dark versus pivot to this new this new sci-fi property they're working on, or do they still need the Long Dark to keep paying the bills so they can actually get said sci-fi property made? Who knows? Okay. Let's see. We're waiting. Yeah, we got about 25 minutes there. Can we craft things? We can. We can make a little bit of birch bark. Someone knows? I'm sure someone does. Hey, TX, welcome in. How you doing? We're just out here surviving. Going to strip the ravine of all signs of life. But how you going, TX? How's your Friday? How's the proto weekend treating you?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Scroll, 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 scroll. Okay. And then just pop back over here. Is that it? That is it. Okay, good. This weekend you need a vacation and you just got home from shopping things. Nice. Oh right. I don't know if I got a chance to ask yesterday, TX. Are you through plugging all those empty ports in your machine? Were you able to get everything sorted there? So your machine is at maximum power? Should probably just grab one of those to save our sticks. There we go. That'll do. Well, yeah, probably. Okay, that's a full one. That's good. Scroll, 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 scroll. Mmm, floor meat. Okay, you're missing one cable extension, so you have to order cable or redo it. Which way are you leaning? Getting the cable, or I imagine, depending on how quick the shipping could be, I could definitely see just getting the cable rather than having to redo all of your hard work. That is, it sounds like you've been putting a fair bit of effort into it, so that'd be starting over wouldn't necessarily be the most enticing prospect. Oh, Astrid actually finished it. Huh, how about that? No real rush? Sure. Yeah, extra calories for all the dirt being on the ground. Yeah, it's extra vitamins and minerals. It gives it a nice earthy flavor. Nah. Oh yeah, one thing I should be doing while we're here. It's in keeping with video game tradition. We have wall chicken and we have floor meat or floor venison if we want to be specific about it. There we go. Yeah, well, cooking four is going to be away a little bit. But honestly, I mean, considering we're on day what, we cleared day 19, and the fact that we're more than halfway through cooking three, that's not a bad pace. It'll feel weird to have be that close to cooking five, but then have have everything else close to one or two. But you know what? That's just our circumstances dictating the way things are going to go. Make a little bit of birch bark too while we're at it. Every little bit of cooking XP helps. Okay, that'll be fine. We got venison aplenty. IC got a terabyte, 90 Pro, 970, 850. Okay. Um, like Katz was saying earlier, in in reference to stream elements, I understand each of those words individually. The order in which they are provided, uh, I don't know that I necessarily follow. It's like dirt should degrade food more than being in a box. Well, yeah. I don't know. It's in an open air environment versus in a closed container. I don't know. It's that difference in long dark gives you some realism, but like not that much. You know, enough realism to be interesting, but without trying to go like maximum immersion. Because I know there are still people out there who complain, my immersion. I don't. And again, this might just be me. I am willing to sacrifice some immersion for a good gaming experience. I don't need photorealism like that. What was that thing that was blowing up on social media not that long ago? That Like it looked like a first person, like a photorealistic first person, I guess like a cop game, really, where it showed like basically like uh, a first person view of a raid or some such thing. Yeah, I definitely don't need that. Okay, that's another 17. Okay, we're probably gonna need call that 2 sticks. Some people want a year. Yeah, no, yeah, no. I strong agree. Rougher stuff. That's a hard pass from me. If people really want that, they can go play Death Stranding. No, no. There are levels of realism that I'm just happy to pass on. Or My Summer Car. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. That is a I don't. Or what was that? Oh no, I was thinking Breath Edge, but that's not. I don't think that's necessarily part of that. But yeah, that's more realism than I need. It's I just let it go. Just use the theater of the mind if you must imagine your character pooping. Was that an aurora we just slept through? Well, it's an aurora in. Okay, it would have been an aurora in the ravine, so uh, nothing that nothing that terrifying, I don't think. Imagine if we needed to bathe Astrid or worry about her hygiene. That wouldn't be great. Although it would just, you know what it would do? It would get people going to Pleasant Valley more and then going to that campsite on the far side. Or and going in the waterfall cave. Or yeah, like TX, taking a dip in Forlorn Muskeg, or actually intentionally going through the ice while beachcombing, and then just taking a quote unquote bath that way. Okay, we could probably do with another, just a little bit more. And the fog is somehow worse. Okay. Okay, that's good. Grab that. Unlikely any of these are going to be cured by now. I think the guts need, what, 5 days? Guts need 5 days. Deer hides need 5 days. And the rabbits need 3. I mean, in theory, we could take them with us, but why would we do that? We got. They're going to get just as cured in here
Can drop any of this gear.
as they are in the dam. So we might as well just leave them. We made a note, so we know they're here waiting for us when it comes time to start crafting. Yeah, why don't we just go? And we'll leave these here as snacks for future Astrid. And a little firewood too. Why not? Okay, so then I don't love this as traveling weather. Remind myself real quick. Oh yeah, we have 15 matches. Okay, I mean it's enough, but it feels like we're going through them a little quicker than I would like. And we don't have a mag lens, so we can't get free fires that way. So I guess the only thing to do is to keep searching and looting and hopefully finding more matches in other places. And I know there's no guaranteed matches in Mr. Lake, but I think that it still feels like there's places we can go look. And if not, then what we'll probably do, or we could do, is just do an about face. I mean, we could go through to Milton. I think there are matches guaranteed at Grey Mothers. Not 100% sure of that. Or we could go the other way, go through the ravine and check out Coastal and or DP, where I'm fairly sure there are matches in the Hibernia. They've really been hide and seek with the mag It feels like that, and because it's frustrating because I know I found one in the previous Loper run, the one that ended so unceremoniously. Yeah, no luck here so far. One thing you wish is the ability to get fire from Aurora Sparks. I mean, that would make sense. It would, yeah, that's, electricity is just as capable of setting things on fire as anything else. Oh, sorry, we do have the one deer hide here. Okay, so, two, how many? Okay, so that's five. Okay, yeah, we still need one more deer hide, and then we can make all the deer clothing. As long as we're here.
Pack is
We
getting
can
kind of heavy.
go ahead and make that one last arrow. So we'll have a full complement. Ira, you can break the glass shade on a lantern and use that to start fires, but you're not meant. Yeah, that is quite specific. Although it's not necessarily a bad shout. Oh, sorry, we need the arrowhead. Of course, that's kind of important, don't you think? There we go. That's the stuff. Of all the things to forget. Yeah, that is good thinking, Refer stuff. But yeah, it's a very specific case. So yeah, I can understand why Hinterland might have been not eager to include that. Did I have two tool sets on us? That is weird. And do we have the backup tool? We have two actually. Okay, we only need one. Thank you. And we don't need well, okay. We'll only take the one fire starting book. I will take both archery books just because that is something I would wish for us to get through fairly quickly. Mm, oh, that's toast. We can. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to strategically cut these up out of doors so that we do not invoke the wrath of the capricious god of cabin fever. It's gonna take an hour and 15 minutes to do that. I really use a sparker from one to light fires. Improvised lighter, yeah. Or craft your own fire striker. Yeah, there's plenty of ways we could take it. Okay, hydrate real quick. Okay, so as we were saying, actually, before we let's warm up a touch. There we go. Grab ourselves a worthwhile torch. This is 11% not a worthwhile torch. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I think it feels like there's lots of room for like potential new items, improvised items, and I think once the game is in a settled state, after episode 5, it does feel like there might be well, at least there's room for mod support. Although I guess if they're Intran is going to keep coming out with DLC that add new zones, that could complicate that. Punish Lopers by making it need tools, metal, and be heavy. Oh, I see. The improvised ladder, need tools, be heavy, so it doesn't become OP, but it could be an option. Yeah. And as we've seen, Loper players are willing to suffer extra for that little bit more. That little bit of spice. Now, so you're talking about improvised ladder, crafted fire striker. So if you all had your druthers, like if Raph came to you and said, you get one wish for one item, be it like already made or have one craftable item added into the game, well, what would your one wish be? The more so they don't get endless fire and break the game. Oh, sure, yeah. And I imagine, yeah, they would be because like, even the crafted or the crafted fire striker improvised fire because it would wear down over time because like everything does except cattails apparently. You even need a high failure rate, so you end up burning a lot of fuel to use it. Yeah, that would actually be pretty effective in balancing it because it would, and it's not like land. I mean, even if you do go fishing on the regular, which Loper flayers don't tend to do, at least as far as I've seen. It was it would probably still be difficult to manage that and continue and use that on a regular basis as opposed to in emergencies or just every so often. Is that okay? There are okay. Yeah, the three wolves are back there, front of the derailment. But honestly, as long as they're going to park themselves there, they leave us this avenue to go up and over. So I'm not, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Non-annoying timber wolves would be your main request for stuff. Okay. Now annoying in what sense? Other than like this, like their overall existence. Like what would you need to see from them to make them not annoying? Like they'd be harder to deal with, or like they would know to de-aggro when you're inside a building. How it like TX wants a compass for when you get lost. I mean, that's not. I can see that. Although I could also see Hinterland coming back with, oh, but the geomagnetic doobly doo. It wouldn't know which way is north. Timberwolves now are like being pecked to death by ducks. I mean, okay, that is a humorous mental image, but also, yeah, I can understand why people would be annoyed by that. So you would want them to be harder to deal with, if I'm understanding you correctly. TX doesn't matter what is north. The fact that you can orient yourself is the key. Yeah, I can see that. Especially, if you know your maps, and then you can just drop down here. Are we far enough along? I think we are. Lovely. Yeah, so that's like if you know that, like, the so if doing this in you remember the lookout tower is like north of the camp office, so yeah, you could still orient yourself that way. Yeah, I can see that being useful. Although it's I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how eager Hinterland would be. But then again, also in this hypothetical, I'm saying like Raph is coming to you, with one wish. So yeah, I guess there you go. You can drop a stick to orient, but a compass would be easier. Yeah, it would certainly be. Because what is it you drop? You drop a stick, and then the two pointing the end with the 2 points. The way that is pointing, that is stick north. Do I understand that correctly? Yeah, I can definitely see that, especially if you're like in a low visibility um, setting, like in fog or blizzard, um, and you otherwise know where you are. I can definitely see how that would come in handy. Um, but yeah, if you don't know the maps or you're not sure about the maps, then yeah, not sure how useful that would be. Oh yeah, TX. It does seem to be a thing. Yeah, so sticks always point in the same direction when you drop them. All right, so if I go in here and I just drop a single stick, so so this way would be considered north. Do I have that right, Rougher Stuff? Or is it that way? Is the two prong end or the one prong end?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, TX. It turns out the compass was in your heart all along. And by in your heart, of course, I mean the in your inventory, just waiting to be dropped. And that's how grateful TX is. Thank you, TX, for the gift to Rougher Stuff. I appreciate that. So there you go, Rougher Stuff. That's your your knowledge of game mechanics has brought you more reward than just the appreciation of the community. So yeah, please enjoy the emotes and the lack of ads. I don't know if we have any mid-roll ads on here, but regardless, you can drop in here whenever you want, and you will not see a single ad for at least 1 month. Timberwolves run around like they're on crack, a longer cooldown between. Okay. That would also be nice. Yeah, because they do. I don't know if that's a thing since the update or not, but it does seem like they break aggro easier, but then they re-aggro easier as well. Yeah, that could definitely be frustrating. Okay, I think the pond is back this way, or is this the? No, that's the clear cut because I see the little hut there. But as long as we're in the neighborhood, we might as well check it. And yeah, you will see rougher stuff. The blend of xenomorph and Kirby emotes, which is that's kind of the vibe we have going here. Friendly and cuddly and creepy and acid-blooded all at the same time. Just your run-of-the-mill Twitch channel, right? Okay, yeah, there's the deadfall. I think that's all right. That's the word I was looking for. Not clear cut. The clear cut is further back. You had one large. Sorry, that's building was making strange noises there for a second. Anyway, you had one large pack pin you in a ravine for three attacks yesterday. Wow, that's a lot. So wait again, in a ravine. So where in a ravine? Were you in Blackrock? Because I don't, is there a ravine? Hi, dear. Is there a ravine in Bleak Inlet? I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lower level. But what was weird was when a streamer compared the length of the meter with the Timbies, it got relative to the amount they get scared. So a large bar equals each step is larger? I'm not sure I follow. Right, so, because like the larger bar tends to mean there's more wolves in the pack. And so, like the way I understand it, like larger bar, more wolves in the pack, and then it takes more effort to shave down the morale meter. You're in Blackrock where the bear spawns. Oh, was it like what they call that, Bear Bend, on the whatever that was, like the. I guess if you're thinking of the map like on the left side of the map, the west side. There might not technically be a ravine, but it's a way with only one way in and one way out. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about then. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, wait. I think I know actually exactly where you're talking about. Because I think I had a Nogoa spawn near there, and yeah, the Timbies were on me almost immediately. So yeah, that sounds familiar, unfortunately. So the bar, so it takes the same number of hits to their morale, regardless of the size of the bar. I think is what TX is saying. So if they have a big bar, that just means like so one will take out more. Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. If fine, we have bandages. There is a bear in the neighborhood, almost certainly. So we want to be mobile just in case. Although I don't hear bear crows. But let's be cautious nonetheless. Um, so you're not sure if it bugs or if that's a bug or what? Okay, yeah, yeah, that would be odd because I mean, logically speaking, bigger bar takes more effort to whittle down, but I mean, at the same time, I'm not going to complain about just getting rid of Timbies faster. That would be foolish. If you wound one and it runs off to die, it only takes the aggro bar down a sliver. You can still have a bar with 0 wolves in the area. Interesting. I don't know that I ever had that. I've all like either I go somewhere they can't get me and they do aggro eventually, or they break, and then sometimes they come back in short order. But yeah, I can definitely yeah, it is a little wonky. I'm there. I mean, they added the Timberwolves with episode 3, so if they're still working on it, I mean, I know, small team, not a lot of resources, split between story mode and survival mode, but they that they've been working on it for a while. Oh, speaking of things on wish lists, okay, when you go to light a torch and you have multiple ways of lighting it, like cardboard matches or wood matches or a fire striker, and you got that little menu that comes up saying, what would you like to use to start this fire? I would like that menu to come up regardless, even if you only have wood matches. Because, oh lordy, the, the matches that would save. Definitely not inspired by recent events. Uh, Rise 0212. Well, good to see you. Welcome in. Well, hello, friends. Speak and ye shall find. No, okay. Okay, quick time out. Also, first, Rise, welcome. Thank you. What do you say? I think we got in the kana there. You're looking at your Loper life in a relaxed manner. Well, thank you, Rise. I appreciate that. I'm glad someone's having this in a relaxed manner. It's relaxed at times for me, and at other times it's very much not. Okay, but friends, so predictions for the percentage on the Fire Striker. What do we think? And yet we are going prices right rules here. So whoever is closest without going over. And of course, Cat goes directly for 69. Oh, you silly sausage. 48% says TX. You would settle for just starting the dang torch. At least you'd have the option to use it for something instead of just wasting it. I mean, that would also be an improvement. Rougher stuff, I agree. Okay, Rise says 68. Good prices, right logic. Rougher stuff says 54. Okay. Survey says it looks kind of beat up from here, but maybe that's just a model.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
75%! Cats wins! But thank you all for playing. I appreciate you being here. Your parting gifts will be waiting for you in the green room. Hey, Danny, welcome. Let me give a shoot oot. Yeah, there we go. Everyone, if you're not already, please go follow Danny. She is rad. Another one of our long dark community. And and like many of us, plays other games too. I always like it when people broaden their horizons. But how you doing, Danny? How's your proto weekend going? Hope your Friday's treating you well. Yes, Rise. No more, no more accidentally wasted matches for me. I am quite happy about that. Okay, hang on. Are we? Are things a little framey? They feel a little framey. Maybe that's on my end, though. Okay, we are officially cold.
If I don't warm up soon.
Yeah, and we're not. It's not having torch out weather, unfortunately. So let's. Well, so let's do what we intended to do and make 4 trappers. We have lit torch as the primary lighting source. Yeah, it's, work weekend. Oh, but you do PTO Sunday. Nice, good to hear. Yeah, I have one of those working in the of a 1 day weekend as well, unfortunately. So I'm gonna make the most of tomorrow as much as I can. Which unfortunately is going to involve several things of the adulting variety, which is just bleh, but you know, there really is no other time to do them because I'm working Sunday. Are we discussing wish list? Yes, we are, cats. I specifically that if you only had the one, like if Raph came to you and gave you one wish for one item to move and put in the game, but we can expand. Cat says eating cattail right off the stalk and eating a stack at one time. Yeah, yeah, I've heard I heard a lot of people ask for that, and honestly, I understand because like eating one cattail stalk at a time is quite tedious. Remembering the last thing you did, so to do, or the last thing you used to do something would be nice. You try to keep selecting hands. Oh, right, like the last tool you used. That makes sense. There we go. Or I guess maybe having that option, because I know I've seen some games that give you the option to like remember your last action, or to always start on a default one. Okay, it's weird that we're this cold, but we're actually not if we're out of the wind. Seems strange. Yeah, if we're out of the wind, we actually have one up arrow when we are -10 in the wind. Not that I'm about to complain, of course. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye out. I think there is, or there
This is
should
so
be,
cold. I just
a
want to lay
birch
down for a bit.
a birch spawn somewhere around here. My memory might be failing me, of course. It does that every so often. I see the neighborhood bear is not there, and neither is the moosin. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we have a complement of almost a dozen arrows and shelter. You know, hunting the moose wouldn't be the worst idea. But obviously, if there's no moosin to be hunted, well,
I could eat a horse.
kind of prevents the whole enterprise, doesn't it? And this is quite possibly the worst angle from which to go hunting a bun bun, so maybe we don't. This, on the other hand, got him. gotta remember we're not in the ravine anymore, so there are predators out here. So gotta hold on to that. Gotta wait until we get that uh, stank on us until we're sure we're about to go indoors. Okay, I think yeah, as the results of this stream would suggest,
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
I think I've got I kind of got the timing down on booping the bun buns. I mean, they are. I wouldn't necessarily call myself good at it, but I think if I can get close enough, I can kind of, you know, there is there's enough margin for error where it doesn't matter how bad I am. You know, they're gonna get booped nonetheless. Okay, let them take a pause there. I can defrost, and so can I. Did I? Okay, I did remember that. Okay, gonna give this the once over. This might be like the last significant loot spawn location in Mystery Lake, so let's make sure we get everything that's coming to us. Summon soda, can of deathfish.
I can use this.
Ooh, 94%. That's like a 50-50 shot of giving us food poisoning, right? I mean, I say that rather jokingly, but I mean yeah, earlier in the
Really
stream,
thirsty.
we did get food poisoning off a 69% granola bar. Hey, look at that, a second heavy hammer. Do I still have ours? Or the... No, I left that at the dam. Good. You know what? You know what we'll do? I'm gonna leave that there, and then there's no containers under the bed. Huh, how about that? Yeah, what I can do, I can leave that there, and then um, next time we head to the sad swamp to forge, we can leave one hammer at the dam, or take it with us next when we go to Broken Railroad, and then we can take this hammer to the muskeg. Or hang on, no, because the muskeg's on the way to Broken Railroad anyway. Never mind. Less talking, more looting. Okay, that's about 20-ish. It's 20 exactly. Aha. That's about 40 or so. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Okay. Might even be 19. Okay. 19 and a half, maybe? Okay, so 20, 39. Come on. Wow. 20, 39, 38. What a troll.
I think I can use this.
And we have a crappy thin wool sweater and even crappier maple syrup. DP. Okay, yeah, DP. That's the one I should have been thinking of, TX. Thank you. Okay. Well, I cannot see a ding dang thing, so let's just okay. Grab that. Put that there. Okay, put that away. And we're going to make use of our fancy new fire striker. Oh, look at that. We are, in fact, wait, are we going to do that, or should we keep using matches? Because, or does it matter? In terms of fire starting chance, I think
I could eat a horse.
they might actually be fairly even. Anyway, we're going to make water, and, okay, yeah, let's see. Okay, that's 10% better than lighting off a lit torch. Interesting. So I guess if you must start from not a lit torch, it does seem like the fire striker is the way
Come
to
on, little
go.
fire.
Now they're going to be making a habit of lighting fires with something other than lit torches. Hey, fire starting too. Oh yeah, that yeah, absolutely TX. That is what I was thinking. We are not going to whittle them all down all the way, because otherwise, yeah, we lose the menu, and then, well, my heart hurts. Okay, real quick, and we're actually, can I get you to wait right there? There we go. And then the little bitty bit of rabbit can go. Boy, I wish the scroll wheel worked at this window. Okay. Wait, I didn't drop it. Did I? Did I drop that? Do you just drop it after you're done harvesting that? After the meat? That seems strange. Do you? Okay. So did I drop this one? Okay, I dropped that one. Okay, weird. Rise, I want to create new Loper data when you see other people's Loper life. This is, oh, right. You kind of get the urge to jump in yourself. Yeah, hear that a lot. So you know what, Rise? If it is a disease, well, you can rest assured you are not alone in suffering that disease. You are in very good company. There are a whole lot of people who are in the very same boat that you are. Okay. How are we at? Okay, we have two. Well, we have 2 liters of water. Okay, can we cook more? Not necessarily. Can we craft more? Yes, we can. You can get you can get you're staying on Stalker. That's again perfectly fine. TX. We're okay. Well, that's already cooked. Sorry if Tristan comes across strange in the chat. No problem at all, Rise. I am picking up what you're putting down. I Daijobu. Okay, I want you. No, you cook those rose hips we just made up. I want you to make a whole liter of water. Yeah, as the experience you're talking about, Rise,
That guy who drank his own
that
pee
is
doesn't seem
pretty
so crazy right now.
Astrid. I'm trying. I'm welcoming our guests, Astrid. Please do not interrupt me. I swear, this woman sometimes has no social graces. But yeah, the experience you're talking about, Rise, it feels like that's pretty universal. Because like it's not even the long dark. I will get that feeling seeing like other games too. Um, I see someone playing uh, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and I get an urge to start that up again. I see someone playing Stardew Valley, and I feel the overwhelming urge to start a new farm, even though I have like 1,200 hours in the game. It's just you want that feeling again. Okay, you do that. Let's just stoke that fire a wee bit more. Thank you. No, you. Yes, guts, please. Okay, it. Okay, there we go. Guts are curing. That's got 15. That's got 9. And the hide. How long is the hide gonna take? Okay, that seems like that's always gonna take 40 minutes, despite us having carcass harvesting 2. Okay. Make another round of mushrooms. Just try to goose that cooking XP just that wee bit more, because the sooner we get to cooking 5, the sooner the world opens up to us like it never has before. And by never, of course, I mean, you know, since 30, 40 days into the Stalker run that's currently on ice. Okay, that's got 4. That's gonna yeah, that's probably got just enough, and we'll save the wear on our tool. We will add a manual skinning. All right. Half a liter, half a liter. Handorino. Nailed it. Okay. Now we'll come over here. Drop, drop. Oh, I forgot the birch sapling too. Well, I'm a dum-dum. That could have been curing this whole time. Oops, poopsie. Actually, let me wander over here instead, because Astrid does need her sleep, and so do I, in fact. Um, let's see. We can make up more mushrooms. Actually, what? Why don't we just go ahead and do that now, and we can cook them at a later date. There. So when the time does come, we will be ready. Oh, actually, hang on. Before we do, because we have our health is actually okay. So if we were so inclined, we could play food poisoning roulette, and then we probably need to sleep 10 hours anyway. So we probably get away with it. So let's just here we go. Fingers crossed. We've already got food poisoning once this stream. What's another, right? Or not? Crappy beef jerky? Nope. I swear, if a 94% can of sardines gets us food poisoning, I'll stop the stream. Oh yeah. Empty thread. I Iron Stomach Rise or just like honestly, I think this is the game being kind to us. Cause way earlier. I think like within the first hour of the stream, um, I had Astrid eat a granola bar that was at 69%, and that gave her food poisoning. And so I like to think of it as the game uh, evening out the
I
karmic
could use a
imbalance.
drink.
Here, okay, so we got two gut, two rabbit, one birch, and we also make note of the heavy hammer. I'm gonna put that there. So trappers, two rabbit, two guts, one birch, hammer. All right, we can decide the destination for that hammer later. Oh, oh right, no, okay, this will be fine. This hammer can go to the muskeg. The hammer that is currently at the dam can go to DP. And then like if for whatever reason we insist on forging at Broken Railroad, we can just grab the hammer from Spence's and then take it there. There. That sounds like something vaguely resembling a plan. And a vague resemblance is pretty much the best I can do these days. So after that, we'll make sure we save our notes and then the our newly hydrated state. So we have survived 20 days, very close to 21, because like the journal is already putting us on day 22, but it's a little hasty. So yeah, 20 days, which it's every day is a personal best from the so are doing just fine. Four bow shots taken, one hit. Ignore that. That's the game. The game lies. One deer, eight buns. Okay, yeah, I'm not. Oh yeah, and then 12 blizzards in 20 days. So I'm still sticking with Katz's assertion that their blizzards are more frequent since the update. All the data I've seen so far seems to support that, but I am I am but one source of data. So if other folks want to weigh in, by all means, I'm eager to hear. TX had a plan, get food. You're failing on step one. Are there any rabbits running around your house? Do you have some rocks you could check at them? Anyway, you probably don't need to stoop as low as I have. But regardless, friends, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. We're chugging along. This is a Loper run that appears to have something resembling legs. So we'll keep this going as long as possible. But thank you all to everyone hanging out. Thanks to Cats and TX, and also big thanks to TX for the gifty to God, where'd that go? Sorry. Oh yeah, the gifty to Rougher Stuff. I really appreciate that. And thanks to Danny for swinging by, and Rise as well. Thank you for dropping by for the first time and for chatting with us. I really appreciate that. And Will, of course, when we had Will hanging out here earlier. Really appreciate that. And then also big thanks to Will and Katz for the technical pointers on try to get my non-technical brain to understand the wonders that might be available to me if I could be bothered to use stream elements for something other than a bot. But yeah, and also thank you to all the lurkers. I appreciate you as well. You under no obligation to jump into chat if you don't feel like it. But as we always do, we're going to close things out by finding someone to raid, and we can keep the train a moving. So let's see who's out there doing something fun and or interesting. I see Kimmy doing Long Dark, no surprise there. Helga's doing the Long Dark. Waffle Mouse is doing the summit. Um, AV is doing Terra Nil. Interesting. Well, what's this? Is this Nogatron streaming? I don't know that I've ever seen Nog stream. Well, heck, we gotta jump in now. Okay, folks, we're gonna go raid Nog. I have never had the opportunity to do this. This is rad. Okay, so folks, if you can stick around through the raid, Nog is another excellent long dark streamer, a regular in many people's chats. Um, yeah, hang around. He's good fun. And then once the raid lands, if you got to run somewhere else, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But show Nog some love if you could, please. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, we'll be back at this tomorrow. Probably doing something fun. Maybe long dark, maybe something different. I haven't decided yet. But either way, we'll be back here, same bat time, same bat channel. So take care of yourselves, have a good weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.